Hey everybody, Crow here, and welcome to what may actually become a new series on this channel, which I'm kind of calling right now Crow's Month in Review. The idea for this kind of evolved from a suggestion that Mark from Zaccaria Pinball had made to me over Discord, and occasionally he'll come up with an idea and shoot that off into me, and I'm thinking, maybe I want to do that, maybe I don't want to do that. But I was beginning to think, he was thinking that I should do a monthly video series, like once a month, just talking about stuff. And I thought, you know what, that's not such a bad idea. And over the month, I was kind of taking notes on stuff to talk about. Basically, this would be for the month of October. And this is kind of how I figured it'll go. It'll start out with pinball related stuff. I'm going to talk about kind of videos I've put up this month, possibly Twitch stuff as well, and also kind of talk about the stuff that I've been doing non-pinball related. If I recall, that was kind of the point, to talk about things that are non-pinball related. And if you recall, I kind of had done something like this in the past, but I'm kind of revisiting it now, kind of in a different format. Also, this will give me a chance to resurrect things I have done in the past as well. I'm thinking about bringing back the questions and answers. If you recall, that was a series. I just kind of roll that up into this video series. I'll kind of explain how I think I want this to work. And also pickups. So I do have some pickups here that I'll show off. It may not be as many pickups as I've done in the past. I used to do half-hour videos of pickups. No, I'm trying to make this pretty quick. So let me do a quick cut because I totally forgot to have my notes in front of me. All right, I don't know if you'd really call them so much notes as just things that had happened throughout the month that I kind of wanted to talk about. But one of the things I kind of want to do in the future, if I do these videos monthly, I kind of want to put them out at the end of every month, is maybe bring back the questions and answers. Now, I may not actually I probably won't answer everybody's question. I try to do that in the questions and answers. Maybe I'll pick one or two questions that people have asked in the comments of this video. Also, if you have any suggestions for what you would like to see in future videos as well, go ahead and put those in the comments as well. Maybe I'll implement those as well, depending on what they are. I don't know. But yeah, one of these sections will just be devoted to, okay, here's a question or a comment, and I'll kind of respond to that. But first, let's just talk about what happened pinball related. I'm talking about real pinball and, virtual pinball, like Pinball Arcade. Nothing's happening with Pinball Arcade. Let's just get out of the way. And I won't, for real pinball, there may be a lot of stuff I missed too, but just the basics. I only have 3 things here. Earlier in the month, Zaccaria Pinball released the Star God Remake, and this is the last remake table that is going to be put out on Zaccaria Pinball. Now, this is Steam. I know on other consoles like the Switch, absolutely the Switch does not have the last couple remakes, I believe, and even the Android version, I believe have that. Those will come out in the future, I've been told, but the Star God Remake is absolutely great. I do have a video up for that. I'll get to the videos as well, but yeah, Star God Remake. So take a look at that. I believe it's only like $2.99 for this table. And I know it's not the end for Zaccaria Pinball. They will be releasing more tables in the future, just under a different heading. I believe the deluxe tables will be coming next. And I will have probably future videos on Zaccaria Pinball. I do have videos in the work. I'll get to that in another section. But so just, yeah, Zaccaria Pinball released Star God Remake. Then I have here on the 13th, the Zaccaria VIP tournament was finished, and I actually got second place in that. Now, if you're not familiar with the Zaccaria VIP tournament is, there are currently 5 VIP members of Zaccaria Pinball. I'm one of them. There may be 6 in the future, but this tournament in October was myself, and I'm gonna have to remember everybody, Bazru, Rudy Soup, Kevin from Buffalo Pinball, who else? And Man versus Pinball. I don't know why I was blanking on that. I thought I was going to have to edit there, but I remembered it in time. There'll probably be no edit. So we played 2 games on Black Belt Solid State and combined the scores. And I was actually the second person to participate, and I had like one of the best games I had on that table, and I thought I was going to win it all. And then at the very end, the last participant, Kevin Buffalo Pinball, beat my score by about 1 million points total wise, and I was kind of like, I almost won one. So that is not on YouTube, but it is on Zaccaria Pinball's Twitch channel. So if you feel like watching that video, I'll put a link to the whole tournament, everybody participating in that. The next tournament is actually going to be a little bit different. I just found out what it was going to be today. Actually, these tournaments always wind up being different. So the November tournament is actually going to be everybody I just mentioned, plus a new person temporarily, Fatty 57. I don't know. I'm probably getting that wrong. But we're dividing up into 2 teams, henceforth why there's an extra person. And we're going to be playing on, I think it's Nautilus Remake 5-ball. So, yeah, check out Twitch stream. I'll probably have to stream that, my playing that, as well as everybody else. And there'll probably be a video in November on Twitch for all that. So that's what's going on with the Zaccaria VIP tournaments. And then finally, actually the day I'm recording this is the 29th of October, and Pinball FX3 released the Universal Monsters Pinball Pack. I've actually had the beta for that since July, so I've had it for a while, and it was kind of funny because everybody was pretty much trying to guess what it was. I was like, oh, I can't say anything. And the thing that was killing me is that people were guessing what it was, and I'm like, I can't say anything. And then they finally announced it, and I was able to stream. I have streamed it a couple times. I had the press version of that, and they gave me the code for that, and I will be putting out a video for that in the future. I'm still working on the script. I'm only about halfway through on the script at this point, but hopefully soonish, in the next week or so, I'll have the video up, maybe even sooner. Once everything comes together, the video just starts falling right in place. But yeah, I have all the footage I need. I don't have a script, and I just need to work on that. So that's what's going on with Pinball. Now, I guess this is where I would kind of do the question and answers, but seeing as how this is the first episode, I don't have any questions, comments, or anything. So leave those in the comments section of this video, and I'll talk about whatever I want to talk about next month. But next, let's talk about the videos that I've put up. I have videos and streams, so I'm not going to talk about any streams, because mostly what I've been streaming is the Universal Monsters pack. I've also been streaming, I said I wasn't going to talk about it, and I just started talking about it. Pinball FX, I'll talk about that later, because that kind of falls into what I've been doing this month. But I put up videos this month for the Woods Queen remake, the Time Machine remake, and the Star God remake for Zaccaria Pinball, and that will kind of end the way I'm doing videos, and I kind of explained that in the Star God remake video. I'm not going to put out a video where there's a whole game in it. I'm going to try and edit these videos to be more concisely and everything. Not like this one, where it's not scripted. This video will be not scripted. It'll be more like just a stream of consciousness kind of thing. But kind of every other video I want on this channel, I want to be scripted and more tightly edited, a little bit more entertaining. So that's kind of my goal. I also put out a 27 retros table pack. This is another Zaccaria video that kind of has it's just one video talking about all 27 retro tables at once, and that's more like the video I'd like to put out in the future. So check that out if you're interested. It is 17 minutes, but I do talk about 27 tables in that video. And the funny thing is, like, if you were to buy those retro tables in any platform, you're talking about, it's either going to be $1 or $2, and you're getting 27 tables. But if you're curious what those tables are, just check the video out. And then mid-month, I put out a video. I was kind of iffy on if I wanted to put it out or not, and I put out a video on the Sanran Kakura Peach Ball game. So you're probably going to be seeing footage of that kind of right now. I was actually kind of surprised this video didn't get as many views as I was expecting it to. It got pretty much as many views as my typical Zaccaria Pinball video did. So I don't know if people are just not interested in that game at all, or I'm just a weirdo for liking the game. But somebody had actually requested that I make a video on it. So I did. That was kind of the thing that kind of pushed me over and said, you know what, I will make a video for that. What's funny is, like, I found out about that game through a Metal Jesus Rocks video way back earlier this year, and he said he wanted to see me put out a whole playthrough of the game. Well, I was playing it online. I might still play it on stream again in the future, but I don't know. You'll know why if you watch that video. So there's that. And then I did talk about, I did not talk about the Pinball Expo. I should have put that in the last section, but the Pinball Expo was the Chicago Pinball Expo was this month as well, and I attended that on Saturday. I did put up a video for that. Maybe that's why I put it in this section, because it was a video that I made mostly. But so if you haven't seen it already, there's a video I put out just kind of walking around the Pinball Expo and just my commentary over it. I'm going to try and edit this video so everything I'm talking about is showing up like right around here or something like that. And I will try to remember to have links to all this stuff in the description. So, moving on, let's try and make this not a huge long video. This is the way I envision this is more like a visual podcast. You could even listen to this and not even really miss much. But other stuff, I did have a couple pickups. So very early this month, I did pick up the Ghostbusters Remake. I found out that this was a GameStop exclusive. So I pre-ordered it because there's been other games that have been GameStop exclusives where I had a really tough time getting because I didn't realize they were GameStop exclusives. But somehow I found out that this one physically was going to be a GameStop exclusive. And I enjoyed it on the Xbox 360 so much that I had to get a physical copy for the PS4. No game footage for this because I haven't actually played this yet, so I didn't capture anything. I picked up, this is another one I had pre-ordered. This one just kind of popped up on my Amazon list. Hey, you may be interested in this. I'm like, yeah, damn right I'm interested in that. And that's Burger Time Party. I think this was $30. I think the Ghostbusters remake was remaster was $30 too. So I pre-ordered this on Amazon, not really knowing what to expect, but yeah, you can play this single player. At first, I didn't like the art style at all. It reminded me of one of those Flash games from like 10-15 years ago, but as I was getting deeper into it, I kind of liked how there were different elements like crumbling ladders, ice platforms that you can't walk on because they're hot at certain times. I didn't like how they changed the patterns of the creatures from or the monsters or whatever you call it, the hot dog, the pickle, the egg. They don't have the same patterns they did in the arcade version. But it's okay. I didn't like it at first, but as I was playing it, I started to like it a little bit more and more. I was starting to get more and more used to the graphic style. So I think for $30 it's fine. It maybe even be cheaper if you get it digitally. I don't know if it's on any other platform other than Switch now that I think about it. I see, like, if there's a game that I'm interested in, I'm going to get it on Switch, as if it's not too graphically intensive. And then we have, I pre-ordered this one, Killer Queen Black. Again, I think this was $30. I can't remember 100%. Now this one actually does have, the physical has like little stickers in there to put on your Joy-Cons if you want. But I knew about the arcade game back a couple of years from Midwest Gaming Classic, I think had Killer Queen there. And then I found out Killer Queen Black was going to come out on the Switch because of one of the E3 videos or something like that. They had it in one of their E3 videos. And for some reason in my mind, I was thinking it was a Switch exclusive. So I pre-ordered this on Amazon. Now, funny thing, Amazon canceled my order for some reason months down the line. I was like, why did they cancel my pre-order? So I went on to Best Buy and I just pre-ordered it from Best Buy, and that's actually where I picked this one up from. But shortly before release, I realized, hey, wait a minute, this is out on Steam, it's out on PS4. I thought it was a Switch exclusive for some reason, but I actually have it on my wish list on Steam as well, because I could see myself playing this more on PC than on Switch. But the nice thing is that this is like a multiplayer game. The arcade version was 5-on-5, and this kind of comes down to 4-on-4. But you could go online. I think I actually didn't play this. The footage you're seeing, I kind of jumped in there and I went in spectate mode, and I was watching people play online while I was working on other stuff. But basically, it's a single screen game. You play like either a bug or the queen, basically. They can fly around. It's more powerful, I think. And basically, there's one of 3 ways for your team to win. You could either collect all the berries, I think it is, or you can ride the snail from one end to the other, or you could kill the other opponent's queen. And that's pretty much how the game plays out. Really interesting. I pretty much bought this because I think that maybe my friends might be interested in playing this one day. It's not the kind of thing I bought to play online. It's the kind of thing I bought because if there is a party setting going on, perhaps people would want to play it. And that's also why I want to maybe get it on PC through Steam if it goes on sale one day, because I could more see myself playing it on PC than anything else. So yeah, there's that. And then let's talk about Link's Awakening. Now, I didn't buy this in October, but this came out the end of September. But the reason I'm talking about this is just because it was something I was playing most of this month, and I beat it earlier this month. And I was like, you know what? People were complaining about how short this game was, but it felt like a long game to me. And then when I checked how many hours I played it, yeah, 15 hours. And that's pretty much how much time people said they were playing it. Now, I do have the Game Boy version of this. I think maybe even the Game Boy Color version of it, DX, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. But I never played it. And at first, I wasn't really even planning on buying this game. But since I bought the Amiibo, I was at Best Buy and I saw it on the shelf. It was release day. I'm like, screw it, I'll just buy it. So I bought it, and I was kind of in between games at the time. Not like I don't have a backlog of games to play, but I picked that up, I played it. So that's one of the games I was playing. So like I was saying before I stopped myself, this is now the appropriate time to say what else I've been playing. I've mostly been playing Zaccaria Pinball and Pinball FX3. Zaccaria Pinball has tons of leaderboards for the different game modes and everything, so I've been kind of going back through all the tables, playing those different game modes, getting my name out there on the leaderboard, that kind of stuff. And I mostly stream that. Pinball FX3, I'm going back and playing the original tables because a lot of those original tables, I didn't max out the challenges, I didn't get the achievements. I've been doing that for the Williams table, and I figured, you know what, I want to go back and do that, try to do that for all the other tables. So I streamed that, I've been streaming that as well. And then the last thing I have on this list is the blue Yeti that you actually see on the camera here. Let me cut for a second. So I had been using a blue snowball for all my microphone needs, and then my wife found this blue Yeti. Actually, we saw it at like Micro Center. And I said that'd be a nice microphone to get, and she somehow found one for $40. And she's like, "Oh, you want me to buy it for you?" I go, "Yeah, you can give it to me for my birthday." So, okay, so this was in the box in the living room, and I'd just still been using the blue snowball, and occasionally I'd have problems with it where I'd have to unplug it and plug it back in. I was like, okay, now it works. But I was streaming one day, and all of a sudden, somebody's like mentioning, "Hey, we don't hear your audio anymore." I was like, "Oh, that's it. That's weird." So here I am, unplugging it, plugging it back in during the stream. I was like, this thing isn't working. I have to end the stream because you can't hear me. And then I wound up like turning off my computer, turning it on, plugging the microphone into another computer. It would turn on, but it wouldn't actually recognize it anymore. So this thing is dead. I wound up grabbing this mic early. So I've got myself a blue Yeti. It's great because it's just always working now. Not like this where I'd always like have to test to see if it was working, and it wouldn't be working. I'd unplug it, plug it back, and then it would work, and then it just took a while. It just turned out to be a big mess, but this is a much better mic, and that's pretty much everything I have for this video. So, comments. I'm open to comments, questions, and the rest, any suggestions, maybe something you'd like to see in the series, I'm not gonna hold to a strict form or anything. This is just stream of conscious, just once a month, easy to edit and put out there type of video. That's how I envision this. And I'll take notes during November, and maybe, hopefully, at the end of November, I can put out another one of these. So, providing you guys enjoyed it. So, thanks for watching. And if you liked it, like it. If you didn't, don't. And subscribe if you're not, just the regular rigmarole of stuff. So, that's it. Thanks for watching.